Alright, it's Friday. Wow. Mr. President, a second tower has hit the Arcana. Well, it's a good thing that this was this stream and not during the stream where we went through the date of 9/11. It's been like 4 streams since you blue balled us on the social link ending and you finally did it. Well, not if I go ahead and do this. No, let's see here. Doing good. Northern lights are in the sky around your house? Yeah, they're in the sky around here as well. I just started the stream, and then like 5 or 6 minutes into it, I got a text hearing that there was like northern lights going on outside, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to see it. So I put up my BRB screen, and I went and checked them out, and they're pretty faint. It's the only time that I've actually seen northern lights with color, though. I've seen them like pretty vividly in terms of what I'm seeing in terms of like the overall structure out at my family's lake cabin before, but they were gray when I saw them. This time going up there here in the city, it's very faint because there's so much light pollution in the city, but I could actually see green and like a little bit of pink kind of area as well. So that was interesting. And I think after I wrap up the stream and before I go to bed, I'll probably go out again and see if there's like more clear northern lights going on, because it's really difficult to see right now. But I was shown like a couple pictures of what it looks like out in the community around the lake cabin, and apparently they're like super vivid and amazing out there right now. And it's like, oh man, I wish I could have been seeing them from there right now. Oh well. Oh well. I'd very much like to see like beautiful full color northern lights in the sky one day. Maybe tonight after I wrap up stream. Let's see here. As someone who spends an ungodly amount of time on Instagram Reels, you know a thing or two of what the kids think is hip. But yeah, what does Sigma Bead or Rizzler or all the other crap people say? You know, child, all in due time. Pop your gat out for the Rizzler. You know, this is straight up a lesser version of the language that my cousin's younger kid says all the time. Like, crank that up. Like, let's say that that's a 5. Crank it up to like a 9, and that's the language that my cousin's younger kiddo uses, especially like around her friends when her friends are over at like family gatherings. And I can't understand a word that they say, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I do not understand a word of it. It is difficult for me. I could go hang out with Hayase. Do I have a star persona right now? There's Babe. And that one was Fortune, I think. I don't have Star either. So maybe I may as well just go get a Fortune persona, right? Well, I may as well do. Oh no, that's... Which one was, No. Transfer student. That one was Temperance, is what that one was. I do not have Temperance right now. Well, I can go buy a Temperance one. That's what I can do. Get some cheap Temperance ones here. Lights were faint for you, but really came out on camera. Try looking through your phone camera. Okay, well, I'll definitely try that after I'm done streaming and I go outside again. That's what I shall try here. Lights were... I just read that one. I'm trying to read it again. The only time we saw the northern lights was earlier this year when there was a very intense solar storm. And that's how we saw the lights, despite you being in California. Oh, geez. Put a few pictures in the photos channel. Let's see. Let's have a look-see here. Oh, wow. That's really cool, actually. Here, let's see here. Boobity bop. Yeah, that is really cool. That is super vivid there. Yeah, I saw a little bit of pink. Not quite that vivid. It's not quite there yet. Yeah, that's really gorgeous. Yeah, I'll go out again before I go to bed after stream is wrapped up. If I had known that there was gonna be northern lights, I might not have like immediately started a stream, but oh well, that's fine. Temperance is here.
Is this acceptable?
So he'll like this weird thing. Speaking of bed, gonna sleep. Okie doke, take care there, Eagle. But yeah, I would have thought that you could see clearly decently often, as you can very occasionally see it from Wyoming and Idaho. Faintly, mind you, but it should be way more south than you. It's a birthday miracle. It must be. It must be indeed. Here, then we go to the school, and then, wait, did I even need to do that? Because I can just... Yeah, here he is, Harmonia Dono. It's a good day for sewing. Oh yeah, as I was browsing through some stuff on Twitter, X-Twitter, whatever the heck, the other day, I saw this one post that somebody made about Persona 3, where they said like, oh, I've been playing Persona 3, and I eventually encountered this one character who said he was French. This is like a really awful thing for people to be seeing in a video game, especially children. So, like, you should be keeping people far away from this video game, and I just thought that that was It was really funny. Ammonia Dono, will you be joining me today? So I must tell you, I agree. But yeah, not taking the camera outside and filming it all for us. Yeah, that's what I should go do. You are French, that's right. Feels if we can grow closer to the temperance. Thanks, yeah, I count words. Here, and then if I control F for Bib. Oh, as I was browsing through the different mods for the game, one of the mods one of the mods changes the playable character of this game to him. Like, I swear, this was a mod that I saw, and I'm just now remembering this. Like, hold on, let's see here. If I look up Game Banana Persona 3, because now I want to find it, or Persona 3 Reload. Here we go. What section would that be? Would that be characters? And then if I control F for his name, nope. Open out, load more stuff, and then control F for his name, nope. Oh, and then it still load more stuff. So there should be everything now loaded, right? So now I control F for him. Yeah, here it is. I found it. So apparently this is a mod that somebody made for this game. I recently found out about where you instead play as him. And like the whole game is edited to just be him instead. And it's like, wow, that someone took their time to make this for some sort of ungodly reason. This is a thing that exists. You can just play the whole game as him. But yeah, this game is unplayable. There needs to be a censor filter over that thing. So yeah, apparently that's a thing. Anyway, the more you know. So by playing Persona 3 Reload on PC and then therefore having access to mods, you can indeed play the entire game as the French transfer student as your model. Is there a mod that censors the French? I don't think there is. She's surrendered to every shadow. Many thanks. And now, away we go. Hold on. Did I just open the tab for him? Yeah. Wait, what rank were we going? Like 3 to 4? Something like that? Or 4 to 5? I don't remember. I gotta say, are you alright? We're going 3 to 4.
Oh. So you noticed?
People are making fun of the French online.
Last night, my aunt, she was taken by the angels.
What happened?
Well, I'm sorry. You were not expecting to deal with this. My aunt was the reason I was able to come to Japan. And now she's been taken away.
So she's the one I should have a problem with,
She
except
hated
I
me so
can't
much,
anymore.
But I could not do anything for her. I tried holding it all inside.
So she's the one that got you out of that terrible country.
But when I saw the look on your face,
It lost someone very important to him. I shouldn't be laughing. I can tell he's really opened up to me. Alright, look at those PlayStation buttons on his card. At least 2 of the sections.
Forgive me, but I cannot sew today. I am going home. Well, see you later.
Should I praise her for getting him out of that terrible country? Or should I scorn her for him spreading his ways to other countries? I switch back to my stream manager.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hey, welcome back. The full moon's the day after tomorrow. There are only 3 shadows left. We're almost done, so let's do our best, okay? We're almost there. Also, just to make sure that, like, this wasn't gonna take forever, I did end up looking up just to confirm what date does this game end on. And apparently it is, like, end of January, so there's, what, like 4 or something in-game months left? So it's like, okay, we're getting there. There's still quite a bit of game left to go, but not unfathomably so. Yeah, she surrendered to the angels. No, if it's the Unicorn Overlord stream, just know it was one map, but what do you get out of it? You basically get all of the characters that were in the main story that you couldn't recruit before, plus a couple characters that I think were enemies of yours that died along the way during the story. It's basically like the big crossover of, hey, here's the main characters that you didn't get before, like that are playable now. apart from ones that are like the biggest of foes, so no Galerius or anything like that. So no recruiting the final boss, but basically all the main heroes and antagonists that you couldn't recruit before, they are in your party now. So the characters that are in similar classes to Berengaria, where they have like, they're all clad in black armor and have like super OP skills and stuff, yeah, you recruit like the other couple ones of those. So you have a Berengaria throughout the whole game. Then you recruit another one of those generals literally during the final boss. And then there's like 2 more that you recruit during the post-game map, and they're like some of the most busted units in the game. Except now it's like, what's the point? There's no more maps to play. So like, so where are you even gonna use them? In the arena, I guess? So yeah, it would be nice if there was more post-game content. Basically, it unloads like 6 or 7 recruitable characters onto you all of a sudden. And like, hey, you have them now. Can you use them? Hold on, let's see here. So that's what it gives. And it was like a couple hour map. It was a pretty long one. Let's see here. Your thingamabob, yeah, you have 1 tick there, so I can work towards getting your second one. I'm pretty sure Yukari already has both of them, right? Well, I'm going so far past her. Yep, she does indeed. So hey, I guess I'll hang out with you here for now. Whoa.
About that.
I went to the final movie from that series. I was certain it'll be a good watch too. I feel like Amada is looking forward to hanging out. Watching a detective movie with Amada might help me gain more courage, something I really don't need. Amada might gain a new ability soon. Wanna watch a movie with me? Sure. Okay, I'll set it up. Let's check it out here.
Wow, that was so good. And the main character was cool and in control until the very end. That last line he exchanged with the casino's boss gave me goosebumps. And how
Put it all on red.
Count to 5. I hope I can be like him when I'm an adult.
Yeah, tell people to count to 5.
For a guy to be hard-boiled.
I don't know. I'm sure you can find a recipe online. With a cook time. I don't think you really need a recipe for hard-boiled, but these are the same thing.
That's true. You can't really be hard-boiled
I mean,
if
basically.
you're quick-tempered. You have to keep calm and never let the enemy get under your skin. Come to think of it, that might be just what I need right now. I tend to get worked up about what's right in front of me, don't I? That's exactly the kind of thing a kid would do. I need to fix that.
Well, you are a kid, so like.
Well, now's as good a time as any to start. I'll give it my best shot. If I do
I mean,
that,
it's becoming more and more normal for
like
adults
him?
that spend
Cool,
an insane amount of time on the internet.
just
So
like
like,
the detective in the movie.
so, so who knows? Maybe that'll never change. Depends on your motivation.
Yeah, you're right. Don't worry. I'll work hard and prove that I'm not just all talk.
Looks like Amada has learned how to be an adult by observing the movie's main character. Well, let's hope that that's a good influence, because there's a lot of media nowadays that's just absolute crap and not exactly setting good examples for kids. Spirit Restore automatically recovered 10 SP each turn in battle. Ooh, nice.
Oh boy, look at the time.
I forget what his skill
But
was
I still
before.
wanna talk about the movie. Wait, I'm not sleepy.
Why
yet,
not
okay?
just start making me yawn in real life? I was gonna stream this yesterday, but I was so tired. I was working from 7 until 5 yesterday, and I got home and I was like, you know, I'm not going into work the following day, so like today, and I figure let's just go ahead and do a stream. But I was so tired, I passed out in my chair here for like 2 hours, and then after that I was like, I'm going to bed. So then I went to bed and I passed out there for a couple hours, and then I woke up and then I wasn't tired at all, and I was like, man, I can't get to sleep. So I just came back to my computer and I worked on some channel projects. I started looking over my Xenoblade 3 video essay script for when the day comes I start actually producing that, and working on cutting up like some previous streams and doing the whole thing where I crop out the beginning and end extra fluff, because I still have to do that because the Twitch highlighter is still broken, and so I occupied myself with that for a couple hours.
Prepared to be.
And in terms of other stuff I was doing, earlier today I was practicing combos in Final Fantasy 16. It's Saturday! Because we're getting to the point in Final Fantasy 16 that like it's getting a little bit crazier in terms of the different things that you can do, so I'm like trying to practice that a little bit. So I was doing that a little bit earlier today as well. The lost seem to be growing in number, so maybe the next time I stream that game I'll be able to display some more gamer skill. Why is that?
Yes.
I cannot explain why, but our highest priority should be eliminating the remaining shadows. The moon will be full tomorrow. I shall accompany you in battle. Okay. Or you might just not, because I might use Shinjiro, I believe his name is. Like, I'll get used to the names over time. It took me a while to remember Junpei and Yukari. I hope you all haven't forgotten. Exams start in 10 days, a week from Tuesday. If this class does poorly, it'll fall on my head. So you better study hard. I don't need max academics to do best in that, do I? That out of the way, let's start on page 125. The younger generation is creating its own language in cyberspace, and that language is literally unintelligible. I must admit, I'm no computer nerd, but I've become quite the master of elite speak you're all so fond of lately. All you master rizzlers, you. I actually find it rather useful. Now get your gyats out of those seats and... I'm feeling rather sleepy. No, stay awake.
That reminds me.
I've cooked up some of my own internet slang. Not only is it totally unreadable, it's impossible to tell whether it's gibberish or actual information. It's just gibberish, all the crap that's going around nowadays. With my flair for cryptology, I could be a spy for the government. Yeah, why not? Force myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. There, I did it. The stream is now unwatchable. Yeah, the scene with the Mata there reminds you of the times that your mom would get anime DVDs from the local library when you were 5 or 6. You know what I remember? I remember going and renting movies and video games from Blockbuster, is what I remember, to kind of date myself a little bit there. I would go and rent PS2 games. Like, I owned very few good PS2 games. Most of the PS2 games on my shelf are like shovelware crap, just because there was like cheap crap that I could afford as a kid. I think the only good games that I own for my PS2 are the Sly Trilogy and Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Because I used to always go into Blockbuster. And, yeah, I'm a 99 kid, is what I am. So, like, the last year before it became the year 2000, before it was the turn of the millennium, and all that. So I used to go to Blockbuster, I used to rent PS2 games, and then go back and, like, just drop them in the little return tray. And there was a time that... I remember it was one of the Crash games that I returned, and Blockbuster would not stop phoning and being like, you haven't returned it, like, bring it back here, it's overdue. And my dad, who's a lot more confrontational than that was a discussion that we had recently during Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but that's neither here nor there. Because he's, like, a lot more confrontational, he went in there and was giving them an earful. And they were like, well, we don't have it has been returned. And he was like, well, what's that there? Like, with, like, the stack of returns. And they checked the stack of returns, and there it is, returned. And so we kind of didn't really take our business back there ever again after my dad was kind of really pissed off at that with them hounding us for a return that we had already done. And by that point, there was a Rogers store that had opened up. And Rogers wasn't just like a cell phone provider then, like it was another competitor for Blockbuster at the time that opened later that you could also go to and like rent movies and video games. And I would sometimes go there and buy Pokemon cards and stuff. So we started going there for a little bit, but then like that started to fade out. Like sometimes there would be like red boxes, I think, that would pop up here and there for like other alternatives. And then eventually Netflix came out, and then places like Blockbuster closed down. And I think, what is it now? I think it's like a Tutti Frutti or something now. Yep, I see you're back. Well, then go on and pick which card you'd like to duplicate. Maybe I shouldn't be saying stuff like that in case people that are like masters of the internet are like, oh yeah, we're able to pinpoint the exact Blockbuster location that he was at however long ago. All right, myriad arrows. So I distinctly remember that. And it was fun just being able to go out and like rent games to play without having to worry about like saving up a massive ton to go out and purchase them, because I would always like get through games pretty fast. So I did that the most with the PS2, and I did it a little bit with the Wii. So like on the Wii, for example, I own Poke Park 2, but when Poke Park 1 came out, I didn't buy that. I rented that, and I 100%ed it during the rent period and then returned it. But I don't think I've ever owned Poke Park 1, was the case. So there's Maiko, there's the elderly couple here. But yeah, let's see here. 1, 2, 7, 4, 9, 11, how what? You counted to 5, what now? For the gosh dang it, the guy that was on the TV. The elderly couple was, what now? Remember Blockbuster 2? I've been to the last Blockbuster? What's the last Blockbuster? Poke Park 2 better? Yeah, I think that I might have been, well, Did I enjoy it more? I don't remember. Like, it's hard to remember my enjoyment, like, when these first came out. Old Couple 8, Hierophant. Hang Girl at the Shrine, we're about to get maxed out. So, do I have a Hierophant persona? Yeah, I do right there. Last Blockbuster left its holy grounds? Wait, so there's like one location that's still open to this day? Oh yeah, the elderly couple just reminded me I can probably go get rewards. Oh, and I should today because it's the last day before the full moon. Go get rewards for saving people from what's-his-face. I did not know that. Oh, not there. Here, I can go get saving people rewards from him, right? For some reason, we just got a delivery of a bunch of mysterious dolls. You know anything about this? Your face says you do. Just take them. Homunculus times 4. What the heck are those? There's still more. I found that missing schoolgirl the other day. I tried questioning her, but her answers didn't make any sense. She said some kids saved her from an attack by a black thing. Left a reward with us, so I'll hand it over to you. Magic talisman. Does that increase magic or something? There's still more. Found a missing person the other day. Oddly, he handed over a big wad of cash. Seems he was the president of some company. It's pretty damn low profile for someone so self-important. Anyway, the police can't accept reward money, so you can have it. Ooh!
Good to see you.
I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Oh yeah, I guess I have stuff to sell too, right? So sell all.
Sell in bulk?
Sure!
Sure, it's a deal.
Alright, I'm in a pretty good place. It's not discount day. I'm probably not gonna need it for the next boss anyway. Probably, I don't know. Let's go ahead and save now. What, my buttons are in different places because I'm not using a PlayStation controller anymore. Let's do that just in case I need to reload the save and go stock up on items or something or other. Alright, let's see here. So this will be the last time that I need to open the guide for the old couple, because the next one will be the one that finishes it off. Whatever closes down, it'll be the end of the world. Yeah, that'll mark the end of it all. Here, let's see. Old couple. No, never mind. I guess I'll look up Hierophant. I don't know how to spell Hierophant for the life of me. So I'll just scroll down until I find it. Here we go. It's H-I-E-R, not the way that I spell it, of H-E-I-R. Like, coming from a background where I was raised learning German and English, I think of making an I sound as E-I, like it's going up, and making an E sound as I-E, like it's going down, is the way that I envision it personally. So that's why I assume a Hierophant is spelled E-I, not Hierophant. But that's my German background for you. Enter the bookstore. Oh, that's gotta be wrapping up soon, because you can see it actually drawing the top, not just doing the infill. Enter the bookstore. Spend some time after school at the bookstore. So it's actually putting on the top of that pot now.
Oh my, dear. There's a mistake there. That's not how you write, Gekko-kun.
I know. I hardly ever write it, so I just forgot how it looked for a second.
I feel a little bad for all the people who've been campaigning to save the tree.
Oh, I only get +1s from this one.
Think of the devil.
Apparently.
I'm writing a letter.
So
Something I haven't done in ages. I'm used to the keyboard doing all the work for me. What, is that surprising? I'm actually quite the net surfer, you know?
oh no, are you brain rotted too? Apparently either one of these I say is gonna be a +1, and apparently that's the only points up I can get here.
I'm shy.
We'll tell you when the time is right.
Okay.
Are you curious about the letter? Excited, perhaps? Even exhilarated?
What, did you get a cease and desist from Nintendo because you played modified versions of their software? What the net surfer you are?
We are too. Your enthusiasm is contagious, you know. Just talking with you is enough to make our hearts race. Just look at
Did
my
you develop a
wife.
video game where you
She's
can
as
throw a
giddy
ball
as
to
a
catch creatures?
schoolgirl.
The two seem to trust me deeply. I feel like we're growing closer.
That said, I hope we can wrap up the matter before your next visit.
Hard with the elderly couple, I went back to the dorm. All right, back to the stream manager here.